8:34 on this Thursday morning. Thanks for watching our First Alert weather live stream. This is First Alert Chief Meteorologist Steve Bailon, and we're looking at a live view from our Oshkosh Skycam. It is a quiet day in the Fox Valley. This was not the case 1 month ago when we had the Appleton-Menasha tornado that came through, devastating EF3 tornado, and we were doing live reports this morning from where the damage was. Recovery still continues down there in the Fox Valley. We're thinking about you folks, and unfortunately this is going to be a long process as we go through the months and even years ahead, recovering from such a devastating tornado. It is quiet, though, across northeast Wisconsin. This is a live view from our ViperMax computer looking at the radar, and it is dry right now across northeast Wisconsin. I suspect that later today somebody might get an isolated shower. I wouldn't expect a lot of rain, though. First Alert Pinpoint Predictor has sunshine mixing with some clouds as we go into the afternoon. And notice along the lakeshore near I-43, 1 o'clock this afternoon, a couple little showers pop up near Manitowoc and Sheboygan. A couple little showers pop up along the UP border, 3 o'clock this afternoon. The rain is really isolated, and it's because of what we call a backdoor cool front. It's a front that is backing in from the north and east, and as it makes its way into northeast Wisconsin, we will find a little bit of some sprinkly light rain in some spots. In general, though, most folks will probably stay dry as we go through a good chunk of the afternoon. And as we head towards this evening, it looks like we're going to have fair skies. Odds are definitely in our favor for dry weather. Our rain chance today is only 20%. Rain chances do go up over the weekend. 40% on Saturday, 50-50 shot on Sunday, and that's the next big change. Showers and thunderstorms at times this weekend. The timing of the rain, though, is kind of up in the air. It is uncertain. So we've got an area of low pressure out towards the Pacific Northwest, and it is creating some showers in British Columbia, Idaho. I can see some rain heading towards Seattle, Washington. This weather maker is going to be heading east and impacting us as we go into the weekend and beyond. So here's First Alert Pinpoint Predictor. We're looking at Saturday. Saturday starts off with a little taste of sun, but then we cloud over. And then these batches of showers move across the state. It seems like the rain chance increases Saturday morning and then during the afternoon decreases. Not that you couldn't get a shower Saturday 4 p.m., but that rain chance seems to be diminishing Saturday evening, according to Pinpoint Predictor. Now, Pinpoint Predictor is just one of a handful of computer models that is trying to figure out the behavior of the rain this weekend, so take that with a grain of salt. I do think that showers and storms will become a bit more likely later Saturday night and into Sunday morning, but of course that's uncertainty with the timing. It's all subject to change. So there's your First Alert Super 7-day forecast. Today, sunny, then partly cloudy, maybe a stray shower, a high of 78. Not as much humidity compared to yesterday. Tomorrow, also 78, mostly sunny. I can't rule out a shower lakeside, but I think we're going to be dry for the Packers-Cardinals preseason game. Tomorrow evening at 7 p.m., mostly clear skies, kickoff around 72 with a light southeast wind, and we'll be in the mid-60s by the end of the game. And there are those rain chances on your First Alert Super 7-day forecast. You'll also notice this weekend into early next week, it turns warmer, it turns more humid. I mean, September starts on Tuesday, and looks like summer doesn't want to quit quite yet, especially with a Tuesday high of 83 degrees. Now, Monday, the day prior, that is back to school for a lot of families in the Green Bay School District. And parents, I would plan ahead on a chance of thunderstorms, especially in the morning. That rain chance is at 40%. Otherwise, it looks very warm and humid and breezy with high temperatures getting up into the low and mid 80s. And it looks like that warmth is going to hang around. So there's your forecast. Now, I want to give you this, a nugget of knowledge for you stargazers out there. Tonight, we get a very deep partial lunar eclipse, an almost full eclipse, but not quite. 96% of the moon is going to pass in the Earth's inner shadow, what we call the umbra. Now, when the eclipse starts just before 8:30, it isn't going to look like a whole lot's happening. There might be some subtle discoloration of the moon, But really, it's after 9:30, you start to notice the moon gaining this gray and then rusty red color. And by the time we hit the maximum partial eclipse, that's 11:12 this evening, so you got to stay up late, the moon is probably going to look kind of like that. You see that there? It's going to look rusty red with kind of like a white or silver cap on the top. And then the process is going to kind of reverse itself as we go into the overnight, especially after midnight. And then after 2 o'clock, it's all done. Now, remember, this is a lunar eclipse, not a solar eclipse. Now, you can't really stare at a solar eclipse. You're going to damage your eyes. But a lunar eclipse is completely safe to look at. No concerns there. If you miss out on tonight's partial lunar eclipse, the next time we have a partial lunar eclipse, January 12th of 2028. Our forecast is available on our free WBAY First Alert Weather app. Tap the app, scan the QR code, get it for your phone, get it for your electronic devices. Lots of great features on it. And of course, it is always free. There you go. That's your weather. All right. Aisha and I are back on Action 2 News mid-morning. That's at 9 o'clock. And because this is the 1-month anniversary of the tornado, I think there's going to be some large chunks of our newscast that is field anchored by Emerson Lehman, who's down in Menasha. Emerson and our meteorologist, Emily Mers, did a great job with live reports during our morning show. Emily had a nice news story kind of recapping the tornado and putting it in perspective in regards to climate. She spoke with the state climatology office, and if you haven't seen that news story she did, it was about 3 or 4 minutes long. I believe it lives on WBAY.com. Ted, are you listening to me? Is Emily's story on our website? Yes? Okay, so if you go to WBAY.com, you can find Emily's story about recapping the Menasha Appleton tornado. All right. Well, we will wrap things up with a live view looking out towards Appleton. And yeah, we've got sunshine across the area. Not as much humidity, which is nice. Temperatures rising through the 60s. Ted is giving me thumbs down because there's still some seagull stuff on the camera. Well, hopefully somebody gets up there with a squeegee and takes care of that eventually soon. Ted, I'm not going to volunteer you. You're a nice guy. You don't get that responsibility. All right, Ted is switching over to Manitowoc, where our view is a little bit clearer. All right, have a good one, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.